The United Nations Special Rapporteur on Human Rights in Iran said that threats and attacks by the Iranian officials will not have any effect or cause any disruptions on his activities. Following a senior announcement that Ahmad Shahid is banned from visiting Iran, on Monday the 27th of October 2014, Ahmad Shahid said that Mohammad Javad Larijani, the Human Rights Secretary General of the Judiciary in Iran, loves banning me, and added that these attacks are ineffective towards his activities. According to the reports received from Zahedan, on Sunday the 26th of October 2014, a number of teachers formed a gathering in front of the governor in protest against the recent armed attacks which took place in the southern province of Sistan and Baluchistan. During the past week, Maulana Muhammad Hossein Gargij, a Sunni Friday prayer imam of Galikesh, condemned the acid attacks on women in the city of Esfahan and said that these ignorant people who attacked women with acid as a method of prohibiting the evil are in fact evil themselves. On Wednesday the 29th of October 2014, the Human Rights Watch requested the Iranian government to release and stop the persecution of Nasrin Sotoudeh, a lawyer and a human rights activist, and to allow her to peacefully express her disagreements. On Sunday the 26th of October 2014, Mahdieh Golru, a student activist, was arrested by the security forces and was transferred to an unknown location. A number of her close friends and relatives said that this arrest could be related to the recent gathering which took place on the 22nd of October 2014 in protest against the acid attacks. On Tuesday the 28th of October 2014, Mahmoud Alizadeh Tabatabai, the lawyer of Ghonche Qawwami, said that despite the fact that the court has given permission for her to meet with her client, the enforcement officials will not allow this meeting. According to Mr. Alizadeh Tabatabai, the enforcement officials seem to have more power than the court. A new form of harassment towards women in Iran, namely the recent acid attacks, is becoming more and more frequent. A number of students from the Allama Tabatabai University formed a gathering at the Social Sciences and Communications section of the university in order to express their protests against the recent acid attacks. According to the reports, Omid Karimian, the representative of the Marivan Parliament in Iran, criticized the illegal actions taken by the University of Medical Sciences in the Kurdistan province and the dismissal of 300 employees from the mentioned university. Omid Karimian added that it is unfortunate that these illegal actions have taken place when the current unemployment rate in this province is already very high. On Wednesday the 29th of October 2014, a group of students from the University of Noshirvani Babol gathered in the city of Esfahan in order to protest against the recent acid attacks on women. Furthermore, Omid Kokabi, an Iranian experimental laser physicist at the University of Austin, Texas, who was sentenced to 10 years imprisonment due to refusing to contribute in weapon research, on Wednesday the 29th of October 2014, was awarded with the title Freedom and Academic Responsibility by the international non-governmental organization called Progress of Science. On Thursday the 23rd of October 2014, on the 37th day of the union workers' protests, the financial director of the Gilana tile factory fired at least 20 contract workers by the order of the major shareholder of this factory. On Sunday, the 26th of October 2014, a group of workers of the Environmental Protection Agency from the Ilam province gathered in front of the Islamic Consultative Assembly in order to protest against being fired from this organization. On Saturday, the 25th of October 2014, approximately 200 workers of the Tabriz Industrial Tractor Manufacturing Company gathered in front of the main entrance of this unit and protested against 2 months' delay in the payment of their wages and the uncertain status of the company. On Monday, the 27th of October 2014, more than 100 workers of the Ilam Petrochemical Company, who have all been fired, are still not allowed to enter the petrochemical unit of this industry despite their delayed wages and having received the order to return to their work departments by the job center. On Tuesday, the 28th of October 2014, 36 workers from the Karun cement factory in the Khuzestan province were fired from this factory due to the termination of their employment contract. Furthermore, Arya Jafari, a photographer for a student news agency called ISNA, based in Esfahan, was arrested on Thursday, the 23rd of October 2014. On Saturday dawn, the 25th of October 2014, Rayhana Jabbari, a woman who was convicted of murder at the age of 19, was hanged in the Rajai Shah prison of Karaj. Miss Jabbari claimed that this incident happened in her defense while the victim had tried to rape her, yet the Tehran's prosecutor issued a notice and provided an explanation about the contents of the file and had declined Ms. Jabbari's case and claimed that this court is following the legal process. Furthermore, on Friday the 24th of October 2014, a prisoner convicted of murder of a 35-year-old individual from Amol had his death sentence carried out by hanging. Following the protest gathering in Tehran and in front of the Ministry of the Interior Department, on the 25th of October 2014, the anti-riot police started physically harming the participants and arrested at least 20 even before the protest took place. According to a report that the Fars news agency published, the security officials have accused one of the protesters to the acid attacks. On Saturday dawn, the 25th of October 2014, along with the execution of Rayhana Jabbari, a man called Muhammad Qurbanzadeh, who was charged with murder, was also executed. During the past week, 5 prisoners were hanged in the central prison of Urumiyeh. The executed prisoners' names are as follows: Latif Mohammadi, Salahuddin Molai, Mahmoud Hassanpour, and Rashid Alizadeh. They were all convicted of drug trafficking. In protest against the very bad conditions of the prisons, 3 political and religious prisoners exiled to the Gohardasht prison in Karaj by the names of Rasul Abdullahi, Ali Reza Sayedian, and Shaheen Zoghi have become very sick and are in need of urgent treatment. These 3 prisoners have begun an indefinite hunger strike since last week. On Friday, the 24th of October 2014, Sadiq Muhammadi's family, who were able to meet their son after a long time, observed that one of his teeth is broken and his legs were bruised due to the physical abuses he received in the prison by the officials. During the past week, the sources close to the governmental security system have announced that Muhammad Ali Tahiri, the founder of Irfan Halghe, is sentenced to 6 years imprisonment. During the past week, more than 50 shops in the cities of Bandar Abbas, Jiraf, Kerman, and Rafsanjan have been shut and sealed. On Tuesday, the 24th of October 2014, two Dervish teachers, one from the electronic and the other from the literature field, were prevented from teaching by the Department of the Ministry of Education in the Semnan province due to their belief and faith. The deputy of the Ministry of Education in Semnan announced that the ban of these two dervishes from teaching was issued by the Protection Office of this department. On Tuesday, the 24th of October 2014, two undercover police officers used force to arrest Mr. Reza Ferdowsipur Muqaddam, one of the dervishes in the city of Dar es Shah, without any legal verdict. This dervish citizen was detained and interrogated with physical abuse for hours, and the officials harassed him by the use of hemlock. After resisting against the violent interrogations, Mr. Ferdowsipur Muqaddam was released and left on the road. Reportedly, the Kayhan newspaper, the Basij organizations, and a group of Ali Khamenei's MPs demanded the judiciary to stop some of the press media who publish about the recent acid attacks in the city of Isfahan. On Sunday, the 26th of October 2014, Iran's police announced that two cyberspace activists have been arrested and were given the title of agitators by the police. Police claimed that these people were disrupting the public opinion by spreading lies and rumors on cyberspace. According to Hosseinzade's announcement, these cyber activists were arrested late last week. Furthermore, on Monday the 27th of October 2014, 4 of the ISNA press employees were arrested in the city of Isfahan, 2 of whom were released after 2 hours. However, Zahra Mohammadi, the editor of the ISNA in Isfahan, and Sanam Farsi, the social secretary of this organization, are still in custody. Despite many criticisms against the widespread destructions in the historical parts of the city of Shiraz, a monument called Khaneh Helisaz was destroyed overnight. These destructions, which took place in the historical parts of Shiraz, are mainly due to the development of Shrine Shah Cheragh and the implementation of a new plan called Haram ta Haram. Furthermore, Fatullah Jamiri, the corps commander of the city of Bushehr, has announced the formation and training of 400 teams to start a movement by the name of Enjoining the Good and Forbidding the Evil in this province.